What's up guys, it's Peter from Endure Films, and today I want to feature a truly affordable wireless follow focus system called the Nucleus-Nano from Tilta. Let's check it out. First off, I want to thank Tilta for sending me this unit and making this video possible. If you haven't heard of Tilta before, they make amazing camera cages, high-end stabilizers, and of course, follow focus systems. So this is their newest member, the Nucleus-Nano. Let's check it out. The Nucleus-Nano comes packed with a lot of goodies. From batteries to focus gears to base plates to even attachments for the Crane 2. First thing that I definitely noticed was how small the motor is. The motor is truly nano size. Now, because this is not a unboxing review, we're not going to go into detail about everything in the case, but do want to mention that the case itself is really nice. There's a lot of cool features on this little guy, and I'll talk about them later, but today I want to focus on the different shots that we can get while using the Nano. As you can see, I got my Crane 2 with the Nucleus-Nano all balanced and ready to go. Personally, anytime when I'm operating a gimbal, an external monitor is a must for me. Not only so I can better frame my shots, but with a bigger and brighter screen and with focus peaking turned on, I can be assured that my subject is always in focus. So the motor is powered through the gimbal by a micro USB connection. I'm using the Crane 2 and the micro USB connection is conveniently located right here. And simply power the motor by turning on your gimbal. The focus wheel is powered by a 14500 battery and will give you roughly 6 hours of runtime. Next, you can turn on the hand wheel controller by pressing down the record button. Now, even though the Nano is geared towards gimbal users, you can also power the motor by a USB power bank. So with my first shot, I'll have my beautiful wife and daughter walk towards me. And typically you'll see these types of shots in almost every movie that we see nowadays. And I know what you're thinking, why don't you just set your focus point and keep the same distance as your subject? Now you can do that, but unfortunately it is almost impossible to do that if you're shooting at, say, f2.8 or wider. This lens that I'm using is the SLR Magic Micro Primes, and the markings are T-stops, and so you can see that T2 looks completely different from T16. So because your depth of field is so thin, with focus assist and focus peaking turned on, you can constantly check to see if your subject is in focus, and that's the primary job of a focus puller. So even if the gimbal operator or the subject starts walking faster or slower than you can always be in focus because now you are the focus puller. So for this shot, I will focus on 3 different focus points, starting with my subject and then focusing in the background where my subjects are going to be walking towards, and then I will finish off by focusing back on them as I wrap around them. You can really get creative with these types of focus pulls and also really tell a story just by focusing. Yes, a lot of gimbals on the market come with a focus wheel like the Crane 2, but like I said, you cannot remove it and operate it 300 feet away. So this next shot, I'll flip the gimbal upside down and move the focus wheel down to the center of the gimbal and attach it to this rod clamp from SmallRig, making it a little more comfortable to pull focus when your gimbal is at a lower angle. And for our last shot, I'll demonstrate how the Nano can really come in handy when doing more precise controlled shots. You can see here that I have my camera mounted on my Power Base Edge by Core SWX, and I'm powering the Nano motor by D-tap to micro USB cable. So by setting the A-B points, I am able to rack focus from one point to the next without touching the lens and moving or disrupting this slow and precise movement. For those of you who tried to do this freehand with these slow movements on the slider know that it's almost impossible to pull off. From base plates to focus gears, the Nano comes with everything you need to get started. And what's ridiculous is that all of this is only $229. It's compatible with the Nucleus-M, it's highly responsive and accurate with zero delay. In conclusion, is this Nucleus-Nano for you and should it belong in your filmmaking kit? I would say a big, huge yes. And in my personal opinion, I would not be surprised if some really cool accessories came out for this little guy. Anyways, thanks for watching, and if you have any questions or nice comments, please be sure to leave them below. And make sure to check out all the amazing products from Tilta at tilta.com.